Hey there, Jenny Yoder here with Healing Grounds. I'd like to talk about what we're willing to do for our children. When I divorced, our arrangement was because we were going to be living in different areas of the state due to my work. The arrangement was for my ex to have my children during the school year, and I had parenting time every other weekend, and then it would flip-flop in the summer. So I would have them in the summer, and he would have parenting time every other weekend. So the first summer, I had them, and my job was very demanding. I was an insurance adjuster, so I went out on inspections, usually about 3 days a week, and sometimes I would be inspecting 10 to 12 hours a day, but that wasn't going to work when I had my children. So they had a place to go during the day. There was a local program, and they were able to go do activities and be with other children during the day. So they did that, and then I would do my inspections, and then I would do my paperwork from home. And now I know that when I did my paperwork at home, I should have taken them to the daycare. I guess we can call it daycare for lack of a better term. Because what was happening is even though I told them I had to work, in their minds, I was just putting work before them. So even though they were home with me, it didn't matter. There was not quality time. So I was doing paperwork while they were home. And this was not working well at all. And they felt hurt. They felt neglected. So what I ended up doing, and I was exercising heavily during this time and probably not eating the number of calories I should have been doing the exercising that I was doing. And I began doing my inspections during the day if they were at the daycare, and then I would wait to do my paperwork, and I would spend time with them in the evenings. And then I would do my paperwork after they went to bed, which was sometimes 9 or 10 at night. And I would be up doing paperwork until 2 in the morning, sometimes 4 in the morning. And then I would get up at 7 and do it all over again while I was exercising and not eating enough calories or protein. So on this one particular day, during this rat race, I went in to wake up my boys, and they were in bunk beds, and I kind of was waking up the oldest on the upper bunk, and then the youngest, I knelt down next to his bed, and I was kind of whispering to him to wake him up, and I can't remember if I was tickling him or whatever I was doing. He would have only been about 7, maybe 6 or 7 at the time. And I was sort of nuzzled up to him and knelt down all this time. And then once I knew they were awake and we were kind of talking just a little bit, I stood up. If you can relate to this story, if you have your own similar story, I would love to hear it. You could make comments below or contact me in another way. I will have links below to my website and also free information. I'm building a community of parents. We are rising above this parental alienation and child estrangement There are so many hurting parents out there, and I coach parents through that pain, through the grieving process, into realizing and living out their God-given purpose. So there's plenty of free information on my website and down below, and it's $31 a month for the community of parents, and with that you get all of my content within that monthly fee, and also weekly group coaching, which is the biggest benefit. So I hope to see you in the community. And when I stood up, I blacked out. And the next thing I remember is waking up and I was sitting on the floor next to the dresser and my shoulder hurt. And I looked at my boys and I said, "What happened?" And they said, "Mom, you stood up and then you went down." And it was the only time in my life that I have ever passed out. And I guess I was only out for a couple seconds. I came to very quickly, but it could have been disastrous because the reason my shoulder hurt is I hit the dresser on my way down. So Fortunately, everything was okay. My sister lived across the hallway at the time, so it would have been okay. It's just, yeah, that was a wake-up call. So I was just trying to make ends meet and do whatever I had to do to take care of my children. And I didn't even know the pain that was coming. It had already started, but I didn't know just how bad it was going to get. Because now my children, mostly they don't want anything to do with me, but it is starting to get better. I think they're becoming a little more aware. And the youngest just moved out to go to college. So I'm hoping that there are going to be some changes. I don't expect anything. I manage my expectations. I don't expect anything from them. I just hope and I pray for them. I pray for them regularly. And I will always be available for them. I hope this is encouraging.